Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Lead Live. It is 9 o'clock in the morning on December 10th. 15 days to go. We've got a very busy week ahead of us. A busy day yesterday. Kerrville City Council met. We're live this morning from the Peterson Health Digital Studio at Pint and Plow Brewing Company here in lovely Kerrville, Texas. Turn that one on. Gonna have everything work. Oh, hold on a second there.
No, you're good. If you're trying to get anywhere this morning, they are fixing the roads.
I just noticed that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that memo.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either.
Yeah.
Text dot.
Stinky.
Oh, they're doing like sealing or something.
Uh-huh.
Like that. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I saw the dudes with the brooms.
Oh, they're filling cracks. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
We're brought to you this morning by our friends over at Quick Lane for all your service needs. Make an appointment today at 830-257-5557. It's Ken Stopel Ford. Quick Lane can help you get back on the road. Also, our friends over at Gibson Discount Center. Doug is here this morning to continue our 12 Days of Giftmas. We haven't seen Dalton Dover for a bit. I want to see what he's up to. He just brought that knife package that he had.
Oh.
So we'll get him figured out. If you need real estate help, it's a good time to go visit our friend at JP Properties, Janelle Peralt. She's got a wonderful listing for sale. In fact, LZF yesterday was kind of coveting that one kind of fixer-upper.
Yeah.
Closer to town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let that slide on by.
Slide on by. JP Properties, tx.com. Terrific. SLS partnership as well. And we're looking forward to them in our magazine coming out next week. If you need help with your bike, our friends over at the Kerrville Hill Country Bicycle Works, they're across the street from Gibson's. You may have noticed them. They can get you back on the road as well and get you ready to go. This afternoon, I expect you guys to have lunch at our friends at Cartwheels. They'll be open here shortly for a luncheon, and also they have ready-made dinners as well.
Oh, wow.
Yep, there you go. And then Friends Veterinary Clinic, and at 1294 Bandera Highway, they can take care of you too. I also recommend the microcurrent therapy done by our friends at Renewed Pathways.
She has packages and stuff that you can get?
I think so. I just do it like once a week, and it's very relaxing, and she's just kind of nice, kind of cool person to hang out with. So there you go. The news and notes this morning. Again, I'm Louis Amster, your host on the show. Libby Horton is with us this morning to tell us all about what she's got going on.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
A lot. I am. We are deep in it in the Christmas swing. We had we had at least 2 private events last week, and then we had Robert Earl Keen.
Yep.
And then we had Santa Saturday, which is a huge hit, by the way. It was awesome. We had mini pancakes, and the kids got milk, sponsored by Ken Stopel and HEB. And then this week we have, Monday we had a private event for CUNY Foundation.
And you had an event yesterday too, right?
Yeah. We had a thing yesterday for Kerr EDC. Today is quiet.
But the
and
storm
then
is
tomorrow we have another Christmas party. Friday's another Christmas party. And then on Saturday we have Martin Bernisson's Christmas sing-along, which tables and GA are still on sale.
Be joining us momentarily.
Mm-hmm. And just a lot of Christmas parties. So if your company is looking for a space, we'll treat you right from top to bottom. So help you out there. Private events are a good.
The cookies with the cop was a good.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there. That's why I forgot.
That was fun.
They had 140
kids.
They had 140 kids. I think that was their record.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Pretty remarkable. I loved the pictures you took.
Yeah.
The last cookie that just had gummies.
I went over there and I stole the little gum drops from those kids. I'm like, give me that stuff.
Yeah.
One kid made a blue Santa.
I love it.
Yeah. I also told the kids that if they rubbed Chris McCall's stomach 3 times, that they would get a wish. So there you go.
And did they go and try to do it?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, what's happening?
Oh, what's happening? Why are they? I made him really mad at me yesterday, though, again.
Oh, what'd you do?
You guys know.
What'd you do?
He...
and there he is! Oh, he's gone now.
Oh.
He was on the screen.
Was he? Well, yeah, he was right behind me. You know what he did? Oh, my gosh. Do we not have audio again? I thought we had audio. Someone says we're missing audio.
Oh.
Are we missing audio? No, we're not missing audio. Okay. All right. Somebody said to me yesterday... Oh, here's what happened. I was distracted. I went to Pokey. I go to Pokey's before every city council meeting.
You do, and then you stop into the shop.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
if you guys are there, I say hi to you guys.
Yeah.
And I bought the candies from Pokey's. I take them over and I give them to Shelley McElwain, the city secretary. Well, it turns out that Chris McCall, I bought extras, took 2 or 3, and he texted me during the meeting. He's like, "You are the devil. These are so good."
Oh yeah.
You know, which ones did you have? I had the pink one and the silver one.
Yeah.
Or he had the red one and the pink one, which I think is a champagne one. So,
dude, everything from Pookie's is awesome.
You had the cookie butter cheesecake bar. Oh my god, it has that same texture as the Dubai stuff with the crunchy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, Andrew Gay, are you on there? Can you hear us? Oh, let's see. Let me get you fixed, Andrew. Let me add Andrew Gay to the
I went and had a 2-hour conversation with Andrew a couple of months ago.
Was it positive?
Yeah, it was about finances and stuff.
Was he well behaved?
Yeah. No, I mean, he gets so passionate about it. And then I learned about A shares, B shares, and I was in the rabbit hole then.
Right.
But my dad's like, "You think he knows anything about cryptocurrency?" I'm like, I really don't think that's what he
Andrew,
does.
can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah. Good morning.
Okay. Well, let me get rid of this music. Andrew Gay from Texas Country Advisors joining us this morning. With the what's going on in the economy before we can get to Doug and talk about stuff.
Yeah, and I got a brief one for you today. Andrew Day here, and the Texas Country Advisors, we offer securities and investment advisory service through LPL, Registered Investment Advisor, member FINRA Pacific. Today, the financial markets have one thing in their sights, and that is the Fed meeting this afternoon. So it's Fed Day on Wall Street, and everybody's just kind of, the markets are even kind of just floating around, not doing a whole lot since the open, waiting to hear from Jerome Powell Company this afternoon. The expectation is a very high probability, at least the markets have the expectation of a very high probability, like 90% chance that we are going to see another rate cut from the Fed this afternoon. So they'll probably come out and announce that, and then 30 minutes later, at about 1:30 p.m. our time, Jerome Powell will step behind the podium and start talking and give us a little insight into their collective thinking in the Fed. This is a more important meeting than standard, I'd say, just because this is going to give us insight into if there's any dissent among Fed members about the direction of interest rates and kind of where those are headed into 2026.
Yeah.
So this is a big deal. This is a really big meeting today that's on the docket, and financial markets are just kind of going to kind of flounder around until we hear from Jerome Powell this afternoon.
Now, basically, what he'll say is that this is what he'll say, and then you'll translate that, right?
Yes, they deal in the art of saying a lot without not saying a lot. Sometimes what they don't say can be as important as what they do say.
Right.
So it's very kind of like has this mystique about it. And you kind of have to interpret what they're saying because they do use big economic language that to most of us just kind of sounds like what? Yeah, it sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher. Yeah. There was chicken in there too at the end, but yeah. So that's what it sounds like. So we will have more to talk about Friday. Maybe I also add on top of that our research arm with LPL, who is our broker-dealer, just released their 2026 outlook. That's pretty common for research firms on Wall Street to release their outlook for the upcoming year. So I'm going to dig through that today, and I might have some goodies to talk to you about the next week or so.
I think that's great that you're going to, I think you're going to have some great times there, breaking this down for your customers, so...
I got a request, Andrew.
And like you said, I get very passionate about it. I love learning. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a big, student for life, learner type of person. And I just really enjoy breaking it down and making it a little more simpler for people.
Oh, wait a minute. Stand by. Hold on. Oh, no. Continue on. Sorry.
No, you're good. That's all I got for you today. We're waiting for this afternoon to happen.
Wait a minute. I got a live look, I think, here of what was happening at the. Let me see here. Let me see if I can play it or not.
I was raised here, and dadgummit, I'm gonna die here. And no sidewinding, bushwhacking, hornswoggling, crocker is gonna roll away.
There you go.
Is that the
Jerome Powell? That was Jerome Powell live.
Jerome Powell.
Oh, right.
Jerome Powell live.
Why does that sound like Mr. Potter?
Andrew, I got a favor to ask. When you're crunching those numbers, can you throw consumer confidence into the mix of your equations? Is that something you can do?
That's definitely a part of it. Most of those surveys come from the University of Michigan. And one thing about some of that's not. So they quantify that, so there's numbers there. But the thing about surveys is kind of like the medical surveys. Who walks into the doctor's office, and if they actually smoke and drink alcohol, like
they're going to tell the truth.
On the application, so surveys you kind of have to take a grain of salt, but they do give us some kind of baseline to go off of, so you can at least see the changes in it. So people are entering consistently, even if they're not 100% honest, you can at least see the changes in some of their thought processes, essentially, or in this case, their consumer confidence. And I'll say this, since you brought this up, Doug, I mentioned this Monday on the show, but I really think as we get into 2026, one of the main things is going to be the market's really focused on the consumer, because the consumer is such a big part of GDP or our overall economy that, we've been, since COVID, consumers been spending, hasn't really let up too much on a lot of that. The confidence numbers have been decent. I really think that could shift going into next year, but we'll just have to kind of wait and see. Right now, I would say what's priced into markets is that because corporate profits are still like in nice positive territory year over year. Consumer confidence is still, at a decent level. Unemployment rate is still really low. Historically speaking, I really think that some of the trends that consumers set are going to come into more of focal points for markets like next year. So,
cool.
As always, Andrew Gay is always the genius behind the wheel here. So, all right. Anything else from you?
That's it for today. Next time I see you, I'll have an update about interest rates and the Fed.
You should just come on the show on that day because people are going to have a lot of questions for you. Janelle Peralt, she might want to come down exclusively and talk to you about this. So. All right.
We can't answer questions about people's specific situations, but if you ever gathered up general questions that people had just in general, kind of like Doug just asked me, I can talk about that stuff all day long.
All right. Okay. Good job.
Thanks, Andrew.
All right, Andrew Gay.
Bye, Andrew.
I just want to hit on a couple things. Last night was a pretty epic city council meeting to wrap up the year, the final meeting of the year.
Dude, you're giving play-by-plays on Facebook.
I know. I do it every meeting.
It's
Yesterday's was the biggest we've had, I think, yet. It had like 20,000 views. And the 35 to 44 women were really big into it for the longest period of time. And then the 65-year-olds woke up and they took over the thing. There were a lot of questions, though, yesterday that I want to just hit on real quick. One was, what is a list of accomplishments that the city council has done this year? And I honestly, we write I have not missed a city council meeting, to my knowledge, in 4 years. And we write every day out of that. So you can subscribe to the lead. That would be one way to do that. You can follow my live play-by-play that we do at every meeting. We also live stream those meetings because that's how I do my reporting now, is taking the audio from those live streams and we build it into a product. But yesterday was consequential in a lot of ways. They discussed the long-term water plans where they got the sort of the price tag on the remote wells they would have to dig in order to get to more water. And it was like $65 million to do it. And they had all these issues with contracts and land water rights. And then they also had an issue with the maintenance of it was a $5 million a year expenditure. So they were like, well, I think we'll punt on that idea. There were a lot of interesting ideas too, but one of them was running some water through some potable reuse water that could basically run back through Elm Creek Park. Is that right? Elm Creek Park? It's over there on Methodist Encampment. And water would run through that and then into the river, and then it would go back through the waste or the water treatment facility. That was an interesting idea. And they really liked that idea too, to have a little bit of water running through one of those parks. And there would be a reason for that as well. And so that was kind of interesting. And then they got to this discussion about Teague Mountain yesterday, which is also fascinating. And the council was like, I'm not really thrilled about having to spend money on this deal. And the reason why they want to spend money on it is because nobody seems to know who owns it. This is where Captain Teague, his wife, his sister, or her sister, and their cat is buried. And Mayor Herring mentioned to me yesterday or today that the cat was apparently, the grave for the cat was dug by the hands of World War II hero Chester Nimitz. So the only known owner that they've had recently in the last, 85 years was the class of 1940 at Teague High School. So Teague student body may own the property, but there's no deed. And so nobody knows who owns this.
Yeah, they walk up it. The senior class does every year.
Every year. You walked up that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was it awful or did you enjoy it?
It wasn't bad.
Or did you ditch it?
It was an interesting tradition. It was kind of like, why are we doing this? Oh, because Teague. Okay.
Captain Teague is buried up here.
But we've never talked about this at all.
Right. We don't know why.
In our lore.
Right.
Like,
here's where Teague was buried.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. It's just weird naming things from.
So what do they want?
Well, they want to preserve the site of the. There's a pretty big cemetery monument up there. There's an obelisk and there's a bunch of other stuff that's up there, and and so they want to preserve it and get it in because the city's already sort of maintaining it already. Mm-hmm. They have been for a long time, and the county does some maintenance to it. KISD ultimately may own it. Well, actually, the student body would ultimately own it. So, I don't know. I mean, and Dr. Rector was there, and he said, I walked up that hill in 1960.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was kind of understood we owned it, but there's no deed, there's no nothing. And so there may be, the Teagues had no heirs themselves. It passed to his sister. She died. It passed to Captain Shriner, to one of the Shriners, and it passed to somebody else, and then they didn't have any children. So it was very, very fascinating discussion. We'll talk more about that later. But Doug is here.
I'm here.
12 Days of Giftmas is here. What do you got, Doug?
I got some cool. I'm total shameless self-promoting today, but I don't have a monitor. It's on, but I'm seeing your desktop.
That's all right. And that's horrifying for me.
There we go. Hey, now I can see. I just need to see my camera. So
you look fantastic.
Yo, is that scarf for sale?
This scarf is not for sale. This is homemade. My wife made this for me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
I had to drive the forklift this morning, and it was cold, so I brought my scarf. And then thinking about Julie and her sleeping bag yesterday, I thought, I'm just going to wear it and show because it gets
Julie
cold in
was
there.
freezing yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, shameless plugs today. We're promoting Kerrville and Gibson stuff.
Okay.
So awesome Christmas presents, especially if people out of town. This is a baseball cap and T-shirt.
I love it.
Combo.
I love
it. Like $25, and it's Kerrville, established in 18.
Right.
I hope that's right. 1856.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's right.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. We got some cool Gibson's T-shirts. Look at these, pretty new.
Oh, look at that.
Merry Christmas.
Right.
All right. How
Very
cool is
cute.
that? And I'm not even going to attempt to refold that.
Yep.
I'll leave that to the professionals at the
Yeah.
store.
There's ways like Gibson's.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're doing some cool. This is, we get so many visitors from out of town.
Yeah.
Your
People love
family
it.
comes in, they love Gibson's. Dude,
Oh, yeah.
this is a cool little Christmas present because they could rep this when they're in New Hampshire
Oh,
or
very
whatever.
nice.
Yeah, every time my cousin comes
Santa,
into
I
town,
gotta
she
show
goes,
them
we
our
gotta go to
Santa.
Gibson's.
Hey,
I gotta look at all the hats.
The ad you're running in our magazine, by the way.
Yeah.
The branding was very well done. That would be a cool T-shirt too.
Yeah. That's all Patrick Kelleher, by the way. He gets props for that. I paid him to do that. How about some cool Gibson's Kerrville, Texas Nutcracker stuff?
Now that's a
Oh, I like it. What's
It's
cracked?
a little tea towel. Yeah, right. Pretty cool. And again, stocking stuffers, man. These things are not expensive. $13.
No.
And there's no place like Gibson's.
No place like Gibson's.
Merry Christmas. And then
Yeah.
the last I saved, I thought Julie Davis was going to be here. I forgot she wasn't going to be here,
Yeah.
but a little Highland Cow
Yeah.
coffee mug. I'm trying to get the
very
glare
nice.
off of that.
Yeah, that's
somehow.
lovely. That's lovely.
But anyway, yeah, it's on both sides. It's cool. It says Gibson's on it.
Yeah.
It's a nice little
Are you
coffee
feeling
mug.
pretty good about the holidays so far?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a banner year, you know, but after the year we've had, we're just happy to be here,
Happy
man.
to be
We're- So, but yeah, no, it's good. We're seeing lots of foot traffic and lots of visitors on the weekends, you know, from all the places.
The month is still young.
Yeah.
There's still a lot to go. There's still a lot to happen. That's
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
I haven't even started Christmas
I know.
anything.
Ugh.
Decorating.
Get on it, girl.
I know.
Get on it.
I've been busy.
Everybody,
running.
I think
I know.
everybody.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
I think everybody's behind. Right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
I
so.
feel like, I mean, when I go out to do the Christmas lights, and I didn't go last night because I was like, man, after that council meeting last night, I was like, I ain't going out anywhere.
No, you
I was
definitely don't have
exhausted.
to.
Yeah.
All right, Doug, what are you gonna bring tomorrow? Any hints?
I will tell you this. I was going to bring shoelaces today.
Ooh,
Did you bring the pickle stuff already?
I can. I didn't yet, but
Yeah.
I can. But so shoelaces, and then all the people at the stores like, "Oh, come on, you could do better than that." I'm like, "Yeah, but these are interesting." There's literally I got 10 different types of shoelaces.
I love the shoelace idea.
I have fireproof shoelaces.
Do you have
Oh,
the curly
perfect.
Q shoelaces?
We have the curly.
Ah, I love
we
it.
have leather. We
You
have
should
all-
bring some shoelaces.
I think I'll do that tomorrow.
all right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
I got
those
talked
in
out of it today.
years since Payless.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Gosh.
Deals.
All right.
Okay, I'm out. I'm going to make
Thanks.
room for somebody more important
All
than
right,
me.
Civil Air Patrol, come on down. Civil Air Patrol,
Hey, I was
you're
in the
up.
Civil Air Patrol.
That's why I'm throwing you out. I don't want you to corrupt those people.
Corrupt.
Hey, Saturday,
Yeah.
we have stuff and things to discuss. Saturday, we have a load of events
Civil
coming
Air
up.
I'm
Patrol.
sure you have the zoo coming out. I mean, they're not coming here, but
You know, I can't get a hold of those
the
people.
gorillas. You can't get a hold of the
I
gorillas.
can't get a hold of the
Oh,
zoo.
the people. The zoo.
It's so
They're
frustrating.
probably busy dealing with the gorillas.
I don't know if they have anybody that works in that place. So,
I did a wedding for the guy who does the photography
oh yeah,
there. Yeah.
you should call them up and say, "Hey, who's the
Hey,
marketing?"
where is everybody?
All I want is somebody to come on the show in the morning, like maybe tomorrow or Friday morning, for like 5 minutes to say, "Why is it going to be so rad? They're going to have gorillas at the zoo." So, but I know where I will be at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. It'll be at the Kerrville National Cemetery, where I've been every year for the last. I don't think I've missed it. I may have missed 1 year. I can't remember if I missed it 1 year or not. I pretty much go every year for this event because it's really cool. You know, and I'll say this real quick, Libby.
Yeah.
If you've been to the National Cemetery, they lay wreaths on it, right? And I made a discovery last year because I was trying to figure out what to get my grandmother for Christmas last year. And it's tough. She's 102. She was 102
This
years
isn't
old.
panning well. You went to a cemetery.
Well, no,
Like,
no,
did he get her a
no.
tombstone?
Well, there's a reason for it.
Okay.
But this was a journey that I made to discover because of these people here. It's their fault. My grandmother's older brother was killed in World War II, and he's buried in Luxembourg. And I thought, we're getting these wreaths placed. Maybe I could buy a wreath and put it on his grave. That would be her present. And it turns out that there's not enough volunteers anymore to go to these foreign battlefields in some places. I think France maybe is different than the rest of Europe, but I think because France, like the French, really, they'd really pay attention to honoring those American servicemen. But Luxembourg, they did not have anybody left to go regularly put wreaths on the graves of those who had fallen during World War II. And that was my whole thing. I found a way to do it, right? They were like, we don't have a way to. If it was stateside, I could have done it, paid and had someone to do it. But here in Europe, it's a much more difficult process. So, and I think it's these guys. They got me all fired up because they do such a great job with this wreath laying ceremony here. And if you've never been to one of these before, it's really quite something to enjoy and to take part of. And I always see Crystal Ramsey, and she was always like, she used to be at the Hill Country Youth Ranch, and she brought her boys, and she goes, I just think it's so important for these guys. So here we have today we have Sarah, Isaac. There's Isaac. Here's the camera. There's Isaac, Sarah, and then we have Bob. And they're part of the Civil Air Patrol, and they've been putting this event on. How many years now has this event been under your stewardship?
Yeah, so At least 20 years.
Okay.
There was a break, about a 5 or 6 year break, and then we picked it back up most recently 6 years ago.
Yeah. And why did you pick it back up? What was the reason for picking it back up?
Well, I would just tell you that I think one of the attributes of the Civil Air Patrol is community service.
Yeah.
And so there was a lady that had been doing it for 5 or 6 or 7 years, and she says, "I've had enough. Does anybody want to help?"
Yeah.
And that came to the squadron, and then we picked it up.
And the squadron is technically. Tell me about the squadron. What is the makeup of the squadron?
So our squadron is made up of both senior members and cadets. So
Okay.
we have cadets as young as 12 up to 21 years of age that you can be a cadet. On the senior side, we have any age as long as you're an adult, so 18 and above. And we have pilots. You have senior members that are mentoring the cadets. The program itself for cadet side that we focus on with the service and the community service activities is where we're teaching kids to become excellent leaders in their country, in their home, in their communities. And so we bring these kids in and we teach them about aerospace. We teach them emergency services, leadership,
Right.
physical training, and those types of activities in our squadron. So it's a pretty unique program with an enormous outreach. There's national programs that the kids can compete in. They can earn their junior junior pilot's license. They can get certified in drone flying. They also can do Hawk Mountain School their EMT training. They can do that and get that done by 16. So there's a lot of programs that they can do with relatively very little money.
All right. And then Isaac, you're a pilot, right?
Yes, Bob and I are both pilots. Yep.
And so do you guys go out and fly missions? What does that look like?
So the flying I get to do, because I am a newer pilot, is transport. So I'm moving aircraft around. So we've got aircraft in San Marcos or Stinson that needs some maintenance. I'll be the guy that can help move it to a maintenance shop here in Kerrville where they can get it worked on. What Bob will do with his flying is he will do search and rescue missions where there was an instance not long ago where there was a downed aircraft along the New Mexico-Texas border.
Oh, wow.
Civil Air Patrol was able to participate in helping to find.
How far do you range out? I mean, that's a long ways, right?
So Civil Air Patrol is a large organization, so we're covering the entire country.
All right.
But so it wasn't an airplane from Kerrville that was going to look for that one, but it was a Civil Air Patrol was doing that stuff. We also do orientation flights, which is where we take cadets up in the airplane, and Bob's last week did a couple of those. So where our cadets will get in our Civil Air Patrol Cessna 172 or 182, and we take them up and let them feel what it's like to be in a small airplane. How
do you guys how do you have funding and stuff? What is the funding mechanisms in place?
Yeah, I'll take that one. The Civil Air Patrol has two roles. First off, it's a 501c3 nonprofit.
Yeah.
There's that piece of it.
Right.
But it is also the U.S. Air Force's auxiliary.
Right.
So a couple of funding streams. Actually, I would say there's three funding streams. The Air Force, in our case, funds the aircraft, the fuel, the maintenance. When we're flying for them, they cover our insurance. We don't, and they pay for everything. On the nonprofit side, we collect money from the community, and this community is they're incredible in every way.
Got a lot of pilots in this community, a lot of astronauts, a lot of people have been shot up into space and or been around it. They're adjacent to it, I should say. So they are probably very supportive, I would think.
You bet they are. And our cadets are big into fundraising, which Sarah could talk about again. But I would also like to say that we get a lot of help from the community. For example, this year, the local Masonic Lodge gave us a huge donation.
Nice.
We get a huge donation every year from HEB, from the headquarters there. And then Wreaths Across America, we also, for every wreath that a community member places out there, the community purchases them, and then the squadron gets $5 back for every wreath. I can tell you this community is just amazing. We have enough wreaths for the next 3 years.
Nice.
At this cemetery.
Yes, that is great news. That is great news. Now, Bob, did you have any missions during the 4th of July? Did you do any flying during that period?
I was going to ask that.
No. So our squadron did not fly the river. An interesting mission, though, the squadron at Houston did fly. It's kind of interesting. So the emergency services folks requested a drone, a UAV, and those are Air National Guard assets stationed in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a rule that basically says when that drone flies inside the National Airspace System, a Civil Air Patrol aircraft, in this case a Cessna 206, escorts the drone out over the water, and then the drone gets directed. And it flew up and down the Guadalupe River that week. They're not to get into too much detail, but the sensors that they have on that drone are incredible.
Yeah.
And they were immediately able to download downlink the data to the folks that needed it on the ground.
It is interesting though, because you've got so many. I mean, this is what's incredible about this July 4th story is that I keep running into like new facets of it, new angles of it too, and I the minute you came on here, I'm like, well, what did they do on July 4th? So, but it was not easy flying conditions either early in the morning. So it was I know the helicopter pilots, we've had some anecdotal, never, direct, but they said it was rough. I've heard it was rough, in the morning. So I can't even imagine like flying in that stuff at night too. I mean, with the amount of lightning and how that storm moved. All right. So this Wreaths Across America, 11 o'clock in the morning. What can we expect on Saturday?
So the ceremony starts at 11 o'clock. The community starts to show up usually around 10 o'clock. And basically what happens is we position all of the wreaths throughout the cemetery. We get them delivered. And by the way, if I could just add one more person from the community that really makes Wreaths Across America happen for us every year, and that's the folks out at the airport, Joe Kennedy and Kerrville Aviation every year. When the wreaths get delivered, they'll come in tomorrow afternoon about 4:30. They come in on a big 18-wheeler. Joe takes it on himself. He offloads them. By the way, 492 wreaths will get delivered here tomorrow. There are
so there's like 500 people buried in that.
472 grave sites, and then we have ceremonial wreaths, and some people come and take wreaths to other cemeteries. By the way, we had such a great year this year that we donated 100 wreaths to the Fort Sam Houston cemetery.
Wow.
Nice.
So Wreaths Across America happens all across the country.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, almost 5,000 locations now.
I know.
Started in 1992. So the wreaths show up. Joe Kennedy and his folks, they take them off the truck, they put them away for a couple of days, and then on Saturday morning he brings them all out, and then members of the squadron, we position them around through the cemetery. I'm sitting right next to this year's MC, and that's...
Oh, you're the MC.
I am, yes.
Oh, what are you going to say? You got remarks prepared yet?
I do have remarks prepared. Thankfully, we are going to honor, all those that have fallen. We have individuals that are going to lay out the wreaths for the specific branches. So we acknowledge all the different branches during our ceremony, and then it's very humbling. Our cadets will be in their uniforms, and they will escort individuals if they need assistance laying wreaths, and then they will finish out the wreaths as well, so that every gravesite has one.
Yeah, it's a very moving ceremony for those who haven't been to it before, and and I always am impressed like just how many people show up, just for that moment of just reflection, about those sacrifices of service. Isaac, I could have sworn last time you were on the show that you've been in this thing for like 2 or 3 years. You're still a rookie, huh?
I am still a rookie. I am coming up on my 2-year mark.
Is that right?
This year I will hit my 2-year mark at some point soon here, and then.
What kind of plane do you fly?
I fly the Civil Air Patrol 172s, and I rent a 172 from Kerrville Aviation.
Oh, nice.
I'm hoping I'll be able to add our 182 to my resume here in the next month or so.
All right. What do you fly, Bob?
The 172 and the 182.
Yeah.
As well. Yes, sir.
How old are those Cessnas now? Are they pretty? They're like a Volkswagen Bug. They never go out of style, right?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. So the model, of course, is Cessna is probably one of the oldest trainers in America, but that's not what we fly. We fly there are 5 squadrons right here in the local area, and they're flying 2007 model. I'm sorry, 2005. 2005 Cessna 172s. And we are so excited. We're getting a brand new Cessna 182
Oh, wow.
on the 16th
Wow.
of December. It's setting up in Independence, Kansas right now, and one of our
next
pilots
week.
is
Wow.
pick it up.
That's a great story. We got to get a photo of that when that thing shows up, huh?
We'll call you out. It'll be great.
Is it like all with all the new electronics and everything? It'll be.
You betcha. It'll do.
Will you know even how to fly it? I mean, or was it gonna, I mean, it's incredible. Like a lot of some of those. Well, there's a company out there that does all the avionics now for a lot of these places now too, and it's changed fundamentally, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing what the electronics will do in the airplane between the autopilots and the navigation and
Does
all
it
those.
make it safer now?
It does. I mean, it can breed complacency. You still must be responsible as the person in charge of the airplane and looking out your window and everything. But
Yeah.
it gives you tremendous situational awareness. It lets you know about hazards. It makes the flying easier as long as you don't forget that you're still flying an airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's like iPads now that well, even the big commercial planes now they got a whole. It's just amazing what they do now with this technology. I can geek out on this stuff. This is fun. I don't even like. I saw there was a little plane. I live on the kind of the approach to the airport, and there was a little prop plane that was flying over at night. And I was like, I bet that guy's exhausted. It seems exhausting to me, But I really appreciate this, what you guys do. And we have cadets over there, right? These kids over here.
That's correct.
Are these your kids?
They are.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
So I have 2, but I collect children.
Ah.
I have quite a few bonus children that frequently are at our house, friends, family.
Right.
things
And
like that.
they're all involved. Will we see these guys over here doing their work on Saturday?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
We have, our squadron is growing leaps and bounds. I know the last time we were here, we were hosting a open house, but we are at 28 cadets.
Oh,
We
nice.
have 3 new ones that have joined recently in this last month.
Are you still meeting over in Ingram or?
We are.
Okay.
We are. And for any of the kids that are out there interested in aviation, we can get you in an airplane. And that's the beautiful part of this program. Is these kids have all been able to get in the Cessnas and get their O-rides, which are orientation flights. And so they get hands-on experience of flying right out the gate. And then, they have Isaac and Bob and our other pilots that'll mentor them if flight is a goal for them.
Yeah.
And those are at no cost. That's for just becoming a member. So we really, the Civil Air Patrol and through the Air Force is really trying to build up the aerospace industry and get people that are interested in it.
Well, there is a severe need for pilots. You keep reading about this, and they don't have enough pilots. They don't have enough. They don't have enough
Air traffic control.
air traffic controllers. They don't have enough flight attendants. So there's opportunities there for these kids too.
Enormous
And,
opportunities.
So I know the girl from Centerpoint last year who was a valedictorian. She went to San Angelo or Angelo State. And her goal was to be a commercial pilot, and she was going right into an aviation program there at Angelo State. So there's some close by options too for kids to learn how to fly. And I know Shriner's talking about some of this stuff too. So
Absolutely.
So that's great. Okay, so if they want to get involved, how do they find you guys?
So they need to come to a meeting.
Yeah.
You can obviously look online. We have a website
Okay.
For Civil Air Patrol. So if you go to gocivilairpatrol.com, you can search for the squadron in Kerrville. If you're not in the Kerrville area, you can branch out and put the zip code in. That'll find you a squadron that's local to you. We meet every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
at the Ingram Tom Moore High School.
Yep.
So behind the auditorium, if you're familiar with that campus, we have a squadron building back there. We have a nice sign that's out front so you can find us easily.
Yep.
You'll just meet. You have 3 meetings that you can come and test it out, see if you like it without any commitment. If you like it at that point, we can talk about getting you registered. We'll help you register online. Once they get their first achievement or do their first rank, they will actually get a voucher that they can put towards their uniforms. So the Air Force Auxiliary and the funding that they give us will actually pay for their first uniform and help, or at least give some depending on income. The registration fee is about $37, so that's for a full year membership with us, and you get to go to our meetings. We get our aerospace sim labs that we get packages of them. We can do bridge building, rocketry, electrical circuits. Isaac's our professional on that one.
Yeah.
So
There's lots of fun options that we've got for aerospace education.
Really? Nice.
We're able to jump into for.
There's a lot of opportunities.
What's
There's
the
a lot.
youngest age you guys accept?
12. Now, if we
K-12.
have a very eager 11-year-old who, from birth is like, I am flying and, shooting off rockets, we'll have them come in even at like 11 and a half, and they can at least see if it's something that they like, start to get their feet wet, and then by 12 we'll officially get them registered.
Does the boom in drones kind of help them help with that interest too? I mean, because now that it's so much more accessible, there's the drone technology is fantastic. Obviously, scares the hell out of me a lot of times, but I always been afraid when I've flown drones before, like I'm going to hit somebody. Someone's going to get hit.
Right, and so we've got some drone simulators set up on some computers there, because the thing that happens when you learn how to fly those things is the first thing you do is you crash it.
Yeah.
And that costs a lot of money. So we've just got some computer.
I crashed mine.
Yeah, we got
Still
some
sitting in a
computer-
box.
Yeah, we got some computer simulators set up so that the cadets or anyone that is interested can come out and practice flying a drone without destroying it.
Yeah.
We mentioned that the Masonic Lodge gave us quite a donation
Yeah.
this year. That's
To help with the
mostly what
drones.
It went was for the drone technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to build a full obstacle course outside.
Oh,
that
nice.
The cadets can practice their drone skills. Like Isaac alluded to, because they are fairly expensive drones that we have, we are getting them trained on our simulation before we go out there. But there are certifications that the cadets can earn too.
Yeah.
Towards being a professional drone pilot. There's FEMA classes that they'll finish as well.
I always was so scared of it because like I get it pretty high and I'm like, oh, that's too high. that just seems terrifying to me. Like I was so worried about hitting something or crashing it, and then I landed it incorrectly, and it's like a weed whacker.
Yeah.
And it took out like these bushes and stuff that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm pumping this back. Why did I buy this?
Well, that's exactly why we
take the
have
training.
the mission down at
Yeah.
Ellington, where you have to escort and these are very sophisticated, very expensive
Mhm.
Air Force-owned
Yeah.
drones, but you have to escort it outside of the National Airspace System to a certain point, and
Yeah.
then it comes back in, and that's exactly for what you just
Mhm.
said. If I could also mention,
Yeah.
we talked about the cadets, and they meet out at Ingram, and Sarah gave you the dates and times for that. But the senior side meets separately.
Okay.
We meet the first Wednesday of every month, and we meet actually out at the airport. The
Okay.
airport's kind enough to give us.
Yeah, that's great. I was just going to ask that too. Is like if you don't want to fly but you want to help out, there's probably opportunities, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You betcha.
Like if you want to be like Isaac's flight attendant, you could sign up for that maybe.
So we've got varying different things if you want to help out. I mean,
Yeah.
there's administration, there's leadership, there's helping with the cadets, and then the ground. Like we have the ability to build out ground search teams.
Okay.
And if you want to not be the pilot, but you want to be in the airplane, we've got roles where you're helping to look out the windows when we're looking for things, or you're interested in doing photography, where we go out and we need to take pictures of an area where, so we would train you to be the photographer in the airplane. So if you want to, do some of that stuff, but you're not interested in becoming a pilot, there's great opportunities to join us and do that as well.
Well, I certainly I got a ton of photography equipment. So, all right, good job, you guys. I love it. This is going to be a great event on Saturday. Looking forward to it. 11 o'clock over the National Cemetery. It's right there on Spur 100. You got to get there, but get there a little early because there's gonna be a lot of people there. Get there about 10:45 or so. Say hello to folks. The cemetery is beautiful, and this is a great day. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us on.
All right, appreciate
Thanks,
it.
you guys.
All right, Libby, we're going to have this Martin Bernstein guy on. What do you expect from Martin Bernstein? What do you think that's going to happen?
Nothing but
Thank you guys very
excellence.
much.
Nothing but excellence on
Martin, come over
Saturday.
here. All right, good job.
This will be the
guys.
third time he's hosting this at the
is
theater, I believe.
I was telling Martin before we got started that my if I had $1 million or I had millions of dollars, right? I would host. Here's what I would do. I would have a big band party for Christmas at the Arcadia Live.
Yeah.
I would probably here's who would lead it. I would probably get Guy Forsythe. Remember when he played
Yeah.
Great guy.
up there? I'd have him he'd be the leader.
Okay.
And then I'd have an all-star band in there. And then I would have some singers come in. Clifton Pfeiffer.
It's an all-day event.
No, it'd be a big evening event. We'd have a big dance, Christmas dance. We'd have some big.
There's a lot of performers in there.
There'd be a big band, and we'd have some one-offs.
Okay.
We'd have some one-offs, right?
Is there food?
Of course, it'd be catered. My friend Laura Walters, we'd bring her in on a Christmas litter with men in just tuxedo bow ties, shirtless.
This is an eclectic event.
Yes, you know how I operate. But Martin Bernstein's here. His sing along. The first year I did peek. I don't think I was here last year for it, but the first year I peeked in, and oh my god, it was in the round. It was fun. Now I didn't go last year, but Leslie went, and she said they had a blast last year. Martin Bernstein, you were actually wearing pants today, thank God, because you were wearing a dress on Saturday.
You know why it's called a kilt? That's what happened to the last person that called it a
It's
skirt.
a skirt. It's skirt. Who else was I saying that? Why do they wear kilts? You know, and I read a thing too, by the way. The most egregious use of kilts historically was in the movies lately was Braveheart. Like that's not period correct. They weren't wearing kilts in that period of time. That's a much more as a Jacobite period of it's like 2 centuries too soon for kilts in Scotland.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I read that somewhere.
I'll have to check into that because I know it was shortly after the Jacobite rebellion and when it was put down.
Yeah.
That's when it was made illegal to wear kilts and to wear tartans.
Oh, nice. So
yes, and it didn't come out. That wasn't relieved until the Victorians.
Oh, really?
And they started to really get into wearing tartan things again.
Yeah, so they were like, okay, we're gonna do this correctly then. But it's interesting though. You have a little bit of Scottish in you. I think we all do at this point.
Yeah.
Well, you know the difference. I'm from Yorkshire, and they always say that.
So you're a bloody Brit.
I am a true Brit.
Yeah.
But it's funny being from Yorkshire and from Scotland. They are both known as being thrifty.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
all
in
right.
fact, we say that copper wire was invented in Yorkshire. It was 2 Yorkshiremen arguing over a penny.
Why?
And,
okay, look at. I got a problem with you, Olsen here. You ready for this? Why is the British? Now you moved here to get out of the cold, right? Oh, you worked in oil and gas too, right?
I worked in oil and gas.
So you got sent to Houston.
No. In fact, I got out of the oil business and moved to Houston. And
are you insane? What?
No, I was with an American company up in Scotland.
Yeah.
And I asked them about what their plans were for me for the future.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to stay in there and in administration side of things. And that didn't gel with my future desires.
You're like, I gotta get that out of here.
And so I ended up coming over here, got out of the oil business, got into some other things, and then lo and behold, I got back into consulting with the oil business.
Oh my
again.
gosh! So you were. I figured that the movie Local Hero was written about you.
No, that's a brilliant movie.
Isn't that a brilliant movie?
That's a great one.
You should put that one on your list there, Libby. Local Hero. It was made probably 81, 82, I want to say.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's about this oil company that's owned by a guy. By Burt Lancaster is the owner of the company, and they're gonna go to Scotland. They're gonna buy this town, and they're gonna turn it into a massive oil terminal, and it's just delightful. It might have a mermaid in it.
I don't know, it's a marvelous movie though. I mean, I just went and bought a new copy of it.
Yeah.
And I've got it at the house to watch again. And it's a fabulous movie. It's been regarded as a cult movie because it never made much money at the box office.
There's so many things in there that are so funny. You know, we look at it. Like I need to watch it again. I watch little clips of it once in a while because there's some scenes in it that just make me laugh thinking about it. Like the whole psychologist scene where he wants to slap Burt Lancaster around.
Yep.
The nervous Kenyan, pastor. The movie has an interesting tie to Star Wars too. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know
the innkeeper, who's the lawyer, who sacrifices his wife for the money and the mattresses, is Ewan McGregor's uncle.
I'll be.
Yeah, and he played Wedge Antilles in he was the rogue squadron leader, and he's the only one that outside of Luke Skywalker that survived the Death Star fight.
Yeah.
And so he was in there for all 3 movies, and but he was in that movie as well. But it's just delightful as well. And then the other guy who's been in so many, is it Peter Capaldi? He plays the younger assistant. He played Doctor Who eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So
That show.
Yes.
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 That was amazing.
Yes. But anyway.
What is your favorite Christmas song
Yes.
from a Christmas film? Do you have one?
Christmas song?
From a Christmas film.
Well, it's really incredible. Now, I think Last Christmas. I think that one is
By Wham?
fabulous. By Wham.
Yeah, it's one of my
really?
favorites. Mm-hmm.
It's great. I mean, I love the movie. I only found the movie last year.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with it. I mean, it's one of those things that my wife and I watched it the other night, and I could look across at her and I could see her fidgeting. She was not really into it at the beginning. She thinks, this is silly.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing. Then all of a sudden it starts to get you. And of course I knew what the end was because I watched it last year.
Yeah.
And it was just, it really gets you. And that's, whenever I hear that song now, I just think it's fantastic. We don't do that at the sing-along.
Yeah, that is true.
It's just a great song, though. I love it. I love so many different Christmas songs. Christmas, to me, Christmas is a wonderful time of the year. It's one where I wish that we could pull the Christmas spirit into our everyday lives for the rest of the day, rest of the days of the year. And unfortunately, we don't. Yeah.
The probably the ones that there's two that are really famous that are into movies. I'm just looking them up again. Libby, do you have two that you have one that stands out to you as far as a Christmas Carol that is remarkable for you?
No.
I mean,
I don't. You guys are just talking about movies.
White Christmas.
White Christmas.
Yeah, but I don't think it's my favorite.
But don't you love the movie? Because there's
Yes,
the
I love the movie, but
Vera Ellen dancing?
Yeah. No, she's fantastic.
And Danny Kaye dancing.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
But there are a couple of things in that movie that I think are superfluous. Really is that choreography number.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's great dancing, but it doesn't. No, I mean, I love the dancing, but that doesn't really fit in with the story.
No, it doesn't. I like it though.
Yeah. And then the other one when Vera Ellen is wearing the yellow outfit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're just trying to fill some space. I guess.
Boy, they are.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we have Vera Ellen. She's gonna have to do something.
But I love the dance that she and Danny Kaye do.
Yes.
The best things happen when you dance.
Right, exactly. I love that too.
It is fabulous.
My favorite song though is actually the Sisters song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sisters, yeah.
Yeah, and
especially when
Bing,
they do it.
When Bing and Danny Kaye sing it.
So funny.
But the one I get to is "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," which is from the movie Meet Me in St. Louis that Judy Garland sang, very famously, of course. So I love that song. That's from Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I mean, just such a beautifully simple song as well. I don't know. I decided the other day, I'm not particularly religious, but I particularly love the more traditional carols, like the more, I guess the more sacred carols.
Yes.
But I like the big band music, and I love what you do with it because you just kind of have fun with it too.
Well, that's what we try to do. It's as I tell people at the beginning of the evening, it's not a concert. You're not there to listen to me sing. I'm just there to lead you in song.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Yes, I've got some songs that I love to do on my own, and I want to tell everyone to shut up and let me sing it.
Yeah, right, right. Listen, I want to sing this song, but there's something special though about a communal sing-along though that is really, really cool.
Well, what really tickles me right now is the 12 Days of Christmas. How people they've really got into that. And back in Houston at the Mucky Duck, we've got people that are calling me in January and February saying, we want to be the 5 gold rings.
Yeah. Right.
On a particular night.
Yeah. Explain how that works exactly. How does it work on the show for you? The 12 Days of Christmas piece.
Well, it goes. I've got to tell you the story about that. We were in back in Fulmer in Buckinghamshire, which is just outside of London. And we were invited to the village Christmas. Now, Fulmer is right beside Pinewood Studios. So that's where the James Bond movies and all of those are made.
Right.
And we were invited. And when we walked in, people were dressed in different costumes. And there were 12 tables of 10 people, minimum of 10 people at each table. And we thought this was strange. Well, they started to sing 12 Days of Christmas a little later in the evening. And every table had to stand up, sing a particular day, and act it out. And some people brought props and everything. Well, my wife said, you ought to do that to the Mucky Duck. So we did.
Right.
Started doing it. And it got to where people started calling in to really reserve a particular night. And that's what we're doing at the Arcadia now. So we do the 12 Days of Christmas, and I think the last I heard, we were all but 2 of the days had been taken.
Yeah. I think one got taken over the weekend.
Oh, great.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm asking Stacey.
We've got the Brit crowd, and it's not just a Brit crowd.
There's a little bit of a Brit group here that's pretty significant.
Yeah, well, they do the 8 Maids of Milking, and
Why do you think that's their one?
It's because it's naughty. That's why it is.
Oh my god!
well, they've got all the costumes made and everything.
Yeah.
And the rubber
They're
gloves
already
come in
there.
handy as well. And,
Yeah.
and those. So it's just a fun thing. And really, there's the biggest cheer when I suddenly announce, right, we're going to sing the 12 Days of Christmas. And everyone, yes, we're into this.
Yes.
You know?
I remember having to sing that song like at a school like Christmas assembly, and it was my first time hearing the song. I was like maybe in kindergarten or something. I was like, this song is so long, and I didn't know all the words yet, even though like they were on the screen or whatever.
Sure.
I was like, oh my gosh, we're still going. Like, how many days are there? So I'm glad that people were enjoying it. It's
Well,
really fun.
When if you just sing it as a straight song, it's boring.
Oh, it is.
But when you get into it with everybody enjoying themselves, I mean, we do. Last year we had Jeff Tallarico's crowd. They had the 7 swans are swimming and the 6 geese are laying.
Yeah.
And they both had little blow up swans and
It gets ridiculous in there. It really. I came to see like maybe like the first 30 minutes of it last year, and it was a lot of fun. Rails is also going to be having hors d'oeuvres, so that comes with your ticket if you're
Sure.
coming to the sing along. That's no additional cost. The bar will be open too, and if you're a Arcadia member, you get. I think it's for you and then one additional person to come with you to this event. So if you haven't called in or emailed us about taking advantage of that opportunity, please do it. It is, a lot of this is for our members who pour into our theater. So
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And I want to just back up what you said. We had overheard people saying, "Well, it's a member thing only."
It's
we
not.
don't. No, it's not. There are tickets available, so please come along and the more the merrier.
Yes.
And it is a good, fun time. I know that my ex-wife is coming along with the gold rings. the
Oh
5
my
gold
God!
rings.
Right.
And she'll be at the same table as my wife, and having a wonderful time.
And your son will be there. Will he be there?
He should be.
He's commanded to be there, right?
I hope so.
Well, he's on the board still. Is he still on the board?
He's still on the
He's
board.
still on the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah,
yes.
that's great.
Last year, his wife was. They were the 3 French hens. And
3 French
They were
hens,
hilarious.
2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Yes, nothing to do with the Partridge Family.
I know. There you go. What other songs will we get the chance to sing on Saturday night?
No, we go through everything. Deck the halls. We always start
Deck the
off
halls.
with.
Deck the halls.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is
Yeah.
always the final song that I'd like to do, because it's a way of wishing everybody
Yeah.
a Merry Christmas.
Right.
And this year, of course, I've got a guest coming along. I've been singing Christmas Needs Love, which has just been reissued in a remastered edition by the writer, Stephen McClintock.
Okay.
And Stephen
Oh,
is-
that's right. Your friend. Yes.
Yes,
your
Stephen
friend.
is going to be along, and we'll be doing have yourself a merry little Christmas at the end.
That's great.
And
That's great.
he's going to be playing a few sons for us as well.
When you were growing up in over there in the that island place, the American Christmas carols did they kind of have impact, or what were the Christmas carols you grew up with?
Well, just mostly the religious ones.
Yeah, right.
We used to go out as kids carol singing on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And it was fun because we used to go door to door, and we would be given money. I'd come back at the end of the night. Mum said, "How did you do?" It's like, 7 and sixpence. It was a great time. But we had so much fun. But they were the religious ones.
Yeah.
More than anything.
My mother loves Silent Night is her favorite. I think
Beautiful.
I would say. And when we were kids, and I still kind of appreciate this day, when you go to a Christmas Eve service and you have your little candle and you sing Silent Night, is amazing as well. And of course, it's like I don't let people sing it on the show because it's copyrighted somewhere in Europe or something like that. So I'm like, stop it, don't do it.
What about Away in a Manger?
Well,
That one's like kind of, some people know it, some people.
Yeah,
There
I
are
love that
3
one.
different versions of Away in the Manger.
Yeah. Away in the Manger's great. The Hark the Herald Angels Sing is always fantastic.
It always reminds me of the movie Scrooge.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The musical version where the kids come to the door and, of course, he drives them off with a poker or whatever. But they're standing there singing, "Hark the Herald Angels Sing."
Oh, my gosh.
Pure Cockney type.
Yes. And he's like, "Get out of here. Get out of here."
Yeah.
I love it. I love it as well. My favorite is Oh Holy Night.
That's a beautiful thing.
It's beautifully written too, and it's just it's very reverent, and that's the thing I like about it too.
It is.
All right.
Old little town of Bethlehem.
Oh yes, very much so.
Oh, come all ye faithful.
Oh yeah, O Come All Ye Faithful is always good too.
Carol
It is.
Bells isn't a religious one, is it? It's just noise. There's not lyrics that go with it.
No,
What is that?
Carol of the Bells. I don't think so. No.
That's a
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, no, there is words to it.
Yes.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mary,
there are.
Mary, Mary, Mary. Am I
Oh,
making that
yeah,
up? Okay.
No, you're right.
Did I just write that myself?
I think you did. So, all right, good job, everybody. By the way, I just got a note. They're trying to set up an interview with me and Ray for the Sleep at the Wheel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I'll have to behave myself.
That's cool.
So,
So we'll see you there.
I'll come by and take pictures of him. So that's on the 19th, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Next Friday.
I won't say that. Hey, man, I saw you for the first time in 2003. That was 22 years ago, and you haven't aged a bit since then.
Oh. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to hear.
Yeah, I saw him in Casper, Wyoming. So you were like 74 years old then, and you haven't changed at all. So he's been doing it for like 45 years. So it's incredible.
It's pretty incredible.
Libby, what'd you learn today?
Man, I learned that there are more Christmas carols than what I thought. But because I knew about the aviation people, and I don't know, if I was doing anything different, I'd probably be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
I love it. What did you learn today, Martin?
I learned about the Civil Air Patrol as well, and also the event coming up on Saturday at the National
wreath.
Cemetery.
Yes.
The wreath laying,
Before go to that, and then you can go to Martin Bernstein on Saturday
on
night.
Saturday night, yes, indeed.
So good job, everybody. Thanks a lot for being here.
Pleasure. Loved
Tomorrow, I don't know who's going to be on the show. Somebody's going to be on the show tomorrow, I think.
It's going to be a good show.
It's going to be a good show. Thanks to Peterson Health. We are appreciative of them. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you guys again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.